So my neck plate came in. I totally forgot to record this process, but I got so excited. So as you can see, I had the big square one, or rectangle. This one's rounded here. Not sure if you can see that. All the screws lined up so far. I have to drill a new hole. I just drilled the main hole for the bigger screw, and now I'm going to countersink a little further in for the smaller. And then my goal is to actually take this off and grind this back at an angle. That is what my plan is. Hopefully I don't botch it up, and then obviously I'll have to restain it, but so far I want to get rid of this big cumbersome chunk of wood right here because it's so uncomfortable to play. So we'll see how it goes. But let's try a little different size bit right now to do a little bit of a countersink. Let's see if we can get this apart. And then we're going to just kind of grind it down. Alright, so this ended up coming out pretty good. It's definitely a lot easier to play. I'll just have to stain it. Or not, who knows. Maybe I'll just leave it raw. There was a little bit of a variation in the neck. Actually, it made the action lower, so I had to raise my bridge a little bit, which is surprising, but didn't have it quite cinched down all the way either. So, but I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, about messing with it like I did. Sorry for the jumpy camera. So I bought these weights because this thing is so neck heavy. So I think that I'm going to try and put some in here and see how they go, see how they do, see how they is. Because it is way too neck heavy right now. So we are going to put these in here and see what happens, because I need to do something. I wonder if I could have put 3 in that way. Well, that's about all the weight I can put in there, so let's see if that helped. Not really. Fucking thing is so neck heavy. It did help, but it's helping a little. Maybe I can get more in there. Or I'll just stick them to the back. It's definitely better. Maybe I'll just get a big metal bar and screw it to the back of the guitar. Alright, well, this is what's going on now. So, looking okay. So far, so good. Oh, I also have, it came with this pick guard. I'm not sure if I want to put that on there. So I really don't, if I put holes in it, they're always going to be there. I mean, it looks good with it. Maybe I'll put double-sided tape on there and just stick it to it. I don't know. But I also like it without it, so I'll have to see what I end up doing. Maybe I'll put it on, maybe I won't. So what I've been up to right now is I've been drilling out the side dots. I'll glue these in and cut them off and see how they look. I don't want to do all of them. I'm doing the high ones first. Really, I don't have enough light down here, but they're not really big enough. These are a little bigger, and they're not real bright, so hard to see in a live situation. Upgraded locking tuners. Plastic nut replaced for a graphite one. Never did get a reply about my credit for the bone that said back ordered. It's been about 4 or 5 days. I had to level the frets in a couple spots by using this $125 StewMac tool. The guitar was $170, so I mean the tool as much as the guitar. Extended, put longer, hardier screws in because a few times in and out they start stripping. Upgraded the pickup, added the bridge, new electronics, molded the heel, new back plate. I have that hole, I probably will plug that. And I ended up putting weights in here to kind of offset the neck dive. It still does it. A little hardier strap, not nylon slippy, makes a big difference. So I guess we're going to let it sit and see how it does after a few days. But this is the Pitbull kit, my first kit build. Thanks for watching. Maybe we'll have some samples. Enjoy. Okay, another little quick update here. I decided to sculpt this more. If you remember, it came out like a big square chunk up to about there. Well, about there, yeah. It's a big square piece. And when you go to grab it, it's just so uncomfortable with that hitting in your hand. So I'm slowly sculpting this down. I mean, I'm making this so it works for me. I obviously have to plug that hole still. And sand that down. I don't have any doweling at that size though, so I'm gonna have to get something. And then, but this is pretty contoured now. Got a little high spot right here. I'm gonna take it down a little more. That's where we're at right now. All right, so I think this might be my final update. Overall, this project was fun to build. I learned a lot. I'm happy with the way it looks. I don't like that real high gloss finish anymore. The only thing I have is the action's still a little low, and I have that pretty much buried. So I might have to do a shim or something in here to raise it a little bit. This is working out great. This is much better to play. Maybe some more rounding. You know, I could round this a little more, but overall, it came out pretty good for the first time me ever doing anything like this. Stays in tune great. I did, obviously, as you know, replace this nut, and the bone nut came today. It took it a while, and they actually sent a little more shielding, so which is cool. Probably just put something in the package, but it's pre-cut, which is nice. I was hoping when I ordered it, when you do the upgrade, it would come on the guitar, but they said it was back ordered. It did take me a few emails before they finally responded after a few weeks. And they did say that it was back ordered on their end, and it just came in and they mailed it out. So why they didn't just tell me that at the beginning when I questioned it, I don't know. They probably could have saved money by just refunding it, the upgrade, instead of spending money and mailing it to me. But it's cool they did. Now I have one. And if I ever need to put it on something else, I'll have one. And I believe it is the correct width. Who knows? Maybe I'll buy another kit from these guys. Because this isn't too bad. I would like to do a Flying V kit, but I don't know if they have any. I know they have like Firebirdish. It's not color exactly what it is. But again, I'm really leery about that big chunk right there. I like a little bit thinner. Not used to that. But this plays good. Overall, I'm happy with it. I'm going to be using it live very soon. I actually brought it to a gig the other night as an emergency backup, and I didn't have an issue with my main one, so I just used the main one all night, and this sat on the stand. But it's good to go. The problem with the neck dive has been cured. Obviously, remember I put in the weights, so It could use some more. It still does it a little bit, but I got to get used to it. A belly cut would be nice, and if this did not have this black binding, I would probably have, take a little off because it kind of digs into my forearm when I'm playing. But minor things that you get used to. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you like this video, apparently that's very important if you like the video. Leave a comment if you're cool. And check out all my original music online. This is the end. Bye-bye. But wait, there's more. So I wasn't digging the way the action was because I couldn't get this any lower. But now, as you can see, I have it raised up a little bit. And I got the action to about maybe 1/16 of an inch, which is perfect. What I ended up doing was putting a shim in the neck. I took some of this plastic stock that came with a card. I'm not even sure how thick it is. Just cut out a little piece, put a couple holes in it in the back, so I put a little tilt on the neck. I had to raise the action, but it's a lot better now than it was. Problem with these locking tuners is you keep taking strings off and on, they eventually break. So I've probably put on like 4 E strings while I'm doing this. So, all right, this is probably the end. No sound samples because it's not going to be true to how it sounds, but it sounds great, plays great now, and that's rock and roll. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share it, post it, comment, do whatever you want. This was fun. Hope you enjoyed. See you around soon.